Welcome back, you filthy exiles. So I was looking on Reddit and came across this thread here, reveal 3.16 passive tree. Some psycho actually threaded together the tree from the trailer. Now the JSON files actually come out, and I would assume that we'll have new POB updates in the next day or so. But anyway, I thought I'd talk my way through this, and to do this, we're going to dig into this file. So just looking at the areas, there are some changes that I can see straight away that sort of stick out. In particular, Iron Grip is now up above the Gladiator area, which is really interesting. Same with Mage Bane. Supreme Ego used to sit around here. Now, this isn't complete because this area here hasn't been filled in yet, but we'll get to that. So just moving around, obviously Elemental Equilibrium has been moved down closer to the Ranger area. And then Wind Dancer hasn't really changed. Point Blank's about the same. Versatile Combatant, that hasn't actually been in the tree before. That actually used to be, whoa, what was that? That actually used to be down there. That was Iron Reflexes. So Iron Reflexes has been shifted out, and our shield nodes have been shifted. Actually, Iron Reflexes sitting here now, which is a little bit different. Val Pact hasn't really moved. Crimson Dance hasn't really moved. Impaler has actually been shifted up from down here up to here, which is actually pretty good considering this is sitting around Impale nodes. So this is making accessibility in the tree a lot easier. Unwavering Stance. Now, this was actually previously, if I remember, Imbalanced Guard. Unwavering Stance was here. So this is actually going to be a little bit harder to get stun immune characters rolled, though we might have to go and sort of move around the tree a little bit more. Imbalanced Guard is realistically in the same place as where it previously was, so no real change there. Call to Arms, same thing, absolutely same place. Now there's no clue of what is sitting here. So right now we're shifting up into the Marauder area. So Avatar of Fire has been shifted down to, I would assume, support the Chieftain. Resolute Technique hasn't really changed at all, still in the same spot. Divine Shield, though, I'm interested to see that because I don't think there is a Divine Shield in this tree in particular. So this looks like a new... Yeah, this looks new. Unless I just haven't used it before. Divine... What we got here? No, there's nothing like that in the tree. So Divine Shield is new. Okay, so that'll be interesting to get the information about what's going on there. Glancing Blows, no real change. Eternal Youth, this has changed as well from what I can see. So Youth. Yeah, so Eternal Youth is shifted up from being down in this cluster here, is now shifted up from down here into here, which is really interesting. Not too sure what those nodes are. That obviously these here are the new masteries for the nodes as well that amp up the power. So moving up, Agnostic has been moved from around about here up into here. And this will be because this synergizes more with a Templar. Same with Runebinder, and this makes sense because this synergizes with the Hierophant. Ancestral Bond, no real change here. It does look like it's been shifted slightly. No, not really. It's still sitting in relatively the same area. Now, the big thing here that I just noticed is that Zealot's Oath has been shifted, and I would assume this is going to sit more over in the Witch area, but we'll get over there. Mind over Matter, no real change. Necromantic Aegis used to sit here, and Solipsism, I'm not too sure what that is, so that looks like a new one that's been added in. So I guess we'll find out in the next day. Elemental Overload, no change. Zealot's Oath has been shifted up a bit more. It's really interesting how they've sort of spaced the tree out a little bit more than what it used to be as well. So this is going to take a little bit to get used to. It looks like Chaos nodes have been shifted up here too. So this doesn't really affect us, but it does make it easier for the Witch and for, you know, these types of characters that operate in the sort of assassin area to get up into to Zealot's Oath. Yeah, it does actually. Alright, so shifting across, no other real changes. Minion instability has been shifted. This used to sit about here. This has now been shifted down. Doomsday has been shifted by the looks as well. Doomsday used to sit, yeah, up on the left up here. So Doomsday has been shifted. Eldritch Battery, that's actually been shifted as well. Where was that before? Eldritch. Oh no, actually that's in the same spot, or close enough to the same spot. Same with Chaos Inoculation as well. Pain Attunement, that's in relatively the same position as what it was before, and same with Ghost Reaver. Ghost Dance, that's new. That's been stripped out of the Trickster Ascendancy from what I can see here, and same with Leth Shade as well, so that's a new one as well. Now, they didn't have any other information around this particular area for the Ranger and for the Assassin in this lower point area in here. But it looks like the changes actually aren't too bad. It actually looks like they're more synergistic with the types of characters that get rolled in those areas. Like Runebinder, it never made any sense that, Runebinder would be baked over here. And it looks like it's a hell of a lot easier to get Ancestral Bond up and running than what it used to be as well, because you'd obviously have to go through a cluster within sort of that area there and then build up. But I am very interested to see what these particular nodes are here as well, although they look like mace nodes. It also looks like we've got some power-ups here going with the, that's very odd. So they seem to be shifting around some of these nodes down here. So yeah, this node cluster here is now sitting up in here. So they've shifted some of the clusters around as well. Anyway, this is a really, really preliminary look at the changes that have been made to the map, and this is based off of what was revealed in the reveal content and trailer. But it's really interesting. It sort of makes sense that they're making these changes. Elemental Equilibrium is going to benefit for being more of an on-hit sort of attack with the Ranger, more so than it probably did with the Witch. And obviously there's been buffing that's been happening to the base skills that fit into each of these areas where they have shifted things that used to synergize. It does make a lot of sense to have Avatar of Fire down here, because Avatar of Fire synergizes much better with the Chieftain and with the Templar than any other character sort of does. And this also opens up the prospect of being able to run, fire skills on like champions and things like that as well. Anyway, this was just a really quick video to look at the new pathing and some of the changes to the key notables. But anyway, like and sub, and until next time, have a good one, and bye.